Thank you for having me.
Yes. So let's jump right into some juicy topics that we want to know.
Okay, let's do it.
What is your purpose?
Oh, my purpose. Well, that's such a good question. I feel like for me, like music, my biggest thing is like I want to be an inspiration. Like growing up, I feel like there were a few female rappers that I could look up to, but not as many as like we have today. And now there's such a wide like area for people to be. When I was growing up, it was a very narrow area, I feel like. And so now I just want to like inspire other people to just chase their dreams and yeah, be themselves.
That's the only way to do it. You came a long way since your 2017 EP Sky season. How was your sound involved and what inspired the shift towards your current style?
So whenever I did Sky Season, that was completely experimental. Like that was my first time doing a solo project. So I was in a group before and I felt like it was the first time I was like, okay, I'm not just making a chorus or a verse. I'm making full songs. Like what does that sound like? Who do I want to be outside of my group? What is my identity?
So you
And
basically found yourself.
Exactly. And that was whenever it was literally just experimental. Like my friend was making these beats and I'm just like, whatever, let's just do it. Why not? And so I feel like that really gave me the opportunity to learn who I was. And then I was able to take that and start putting it more towards a modern, more mainstream sound. And
Your
so
own genre,
exactly.
basically. I
Yeah.
like
So
that.
now I kind of have my own style. And then I still, I still go back to some more experimental stuff sometimes. And then I bring it back. So yeah.
That's good. So your recent single's new season is heating up. Have you been incredibly well received? What can fans expect from your upcoming projects?
Ooh, okay. Y'all got a lot coming up. We have lots new music, lots new videos, new everything, to be honest. But definitely some switch ups in the sound. So like I was saying with Sky Season, it was experimental. There was singing. There was some little hints of electronic in there, hints of R&B in there. And so I'm really about to come full circle with that, bringing that back. So y'all get to hear more
I'm
pop, more
definitely tuning
R&B.
in.
Yes.
I'm
So
tuning in.
I'm excited for it. Yeah. Yeah.
I'm tuning in. So y'all better tune
Yes.
in, okay?
Yes. Tune in.
Oakland City has a vibrant music scene. How was your hometown influence your artistry and career?
So Oklahoma, like we have a growing music scene, I would say. And so for me, when I was very first coming up, I've been doing this for 13 years, which is a long time.
Yeah.
When I was first coming up, it was still selling CDs at the corner store or outside of Walmart and putting flyers on people's cars and stuff.
Yeah.
So I feel like now looking at how far we've come just with social media and things like that, it's really given a lot of the artists there an opportunity to like build in a different way than we had to before. And so now for me, it's like opened up so many doors because it's like I still have that grind mentality because like I said, we're still growing. So we're not like Atlanta or, Dallas or somewhere where there's lots of connections and lots of easy ways to get in rooms. You really got to work for it. But it instilled that grind in me. So now when I got to do things, I'm like, oh, this is easy. This is nothing. Like,
I know that's right.
yes.
I love how you just said that you still hungry. I see a lot on the outside looking in. I'm not an artist or nothing like that. But you see when artists get out there, they don't be hungry.
Yes.
I feel like once they get the green light, like, all right, everybody see me, everybody know who I am, they start making all this other stuff when you should have been doing that in the beginning. So we'll know what to expect from you.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Definitely.
So I feel like you was doing a great job grinding and
Thank
keep having that
you.
mindset in it because like I said, people get into the game, don't
And just lose it. Yeah.
So how do you balance creating music that commercially appealing while maintaining your artistry integrity?
It's definitely been a process. So, like I said, where I started, it was very lyrical, experimental, and just it took me a second to figure out the right balance because especially when you're making mainstream music, you still want it to be catchy. You still want it to be fun. You don't always want to have to think about it too much.
Yeah.
But you still want it to have a concept. You still want it to have some kind of substance, So, but I feel like because I did that so early on, it gave me the opportunity now where it's like My vocabulary has grown so much. My versatility has grown so much. It's actually not as hard as I feel like it could have been had I not given myself that space to experiment. So yeah, it's fun to me now. I'm like, as long as I have the right beat, like the right beat is key for me. You give me the right beat and I could write a hit in like 20 minutes.
So, could you look back when you first started to where you at now? Do you see a lot of progress that you have done?
Yes. Oh my God. Like when I first started, okay, okay, I'm about to tell myself. But when I first started, my music, don't get me wrong, like I was 13, so y'all don't be judging me too much. But it was just like very, it was still very, I think I just was still learning myself. I didn't understand my voice enough. So like it was kind of monotone. The energy wasn't there. And I was scared to record. So little quick story. My parents, when we started recording, like they would let me go to my friend's house sometimes. My parents were strict. So they would make us record in the living room. And my parents would be sitting at the table, at the dining room table, like watching us, my sisters and everybody in the room. So like it was always a crowd. I would be nervous. So I feel like it took me a while to kind of come out of my shell. But then as I got older and I was able to experiment more, then it was like, okay, now I'm starting to figure out where I want to be. And then I'm listening to other artists because I'm a student of the art. Like I'm studying everybody. I'm taking everything in. So then I'm taking little things like, okay, that's how I can do my voice, or this is how I can do certain things. And then I kind of mesh it all together to make my own sound. So it's been a lot of growth and a lot of progress. But like, I wouldn't trade it for nothing because now I'm here.
I feel like you need to do a documentary.
I think, you know what? I might have to. We might have to put that together.
You do. You need to. So your recent single, New Seasons and Heating Up, have been incredibly well received. What can fans expect from your upcoming projects?
Definitely more heat. More heat, more heat, more heat. We got so much new music that is crazy. We have so much new music we don't even know what to put out at one times because it's like, dang, we got this, but we got this, but we got this. So more heat, definitely new visuals, like lots of creative. That's one thing about me. When I get to the visuals, I love coming up with a story or a concept and getting super creative. So you're gonna see lots of that, and more than anything, just fly. You know, everything flies.
I love it. I love it. You built a strong social media presence. How important is it for you to connect with your fans on that platform?
It's extremely important for me, and I'm getting better, but it's like, I think it's such a dope opportunity to be able to connect with my fans in that way. Like I said, when I first started doing music, I didn't have that, like, it was Facebook. You know what I mean? Facebook
gets you viral.
Yes, exactly.
Facebook gets you viral.
Yes. So it's like now to have Instagram and TikTok and, you know, all of these different platforms to keep on reintroducing myself. And not only that, but in a wider spectrum is just like, honestly, it's a blessing. And I almost feel privileged that I can connect with my fans in that way because previously, like, celebrities couldn't do that. Artists couldn't do that. And now I can, like, just talk to y'all. So y'all can DM me. I'll DM you back.
So what was your first reaction when you first went viral?
Oh, my God.
Like, how did you feel?
I feel like it's a fulfillment. Like for me, music is fulfilling for me. It gives me my purpose. It's what I feel I am here to do. So anytime I have moments like that, it just gives me that just like, okay.
Like you on your stuff, girl.
Exactly. I know I'm walking in my path. I'm walking in my purpose. And it's just that like, okay, I'm going to keep trusting you then. I'm going to keep trusting. I'm going to keep going.
I like that. So beyond music, what other creative endeavors are you interested in exploring?
Yes, so I'm an actress. I do some acting, and I model. And then beyond that, like, girl, I do a little bit of everything. I feel like it's funny.
Just about trade.
Yes, exactly. Like, my family always tells me, like, you just have all these ideas and you just,
Same.
One thing about me is I'm going to come up with a business plan. I'm going to tell you exactly how we could work it, exactly how we can market it, whatever. So... But outside of that, like the main things I want to focus on, acting and modeling. And if y'all see a business pop up here and there, just support it.
Y'all heard, support her, okay?
Period.
So, what besides, like I said, music, which out of acting and modeling would you choose the strongest?
Probably acting.
Acting? Why
Yeah.
acting?
I love acting. Like, so I've been acting for a long time. I always wanted to be an actress. Like, I always wanted to performing arts is my thing. Like, I was a dancer. Like, so for me, like, acting, watching movies growing up, that was such a thing. And so when I was about 14, I did my first acting thing ever. I worked in a haunted house, which was like so dope to me just
you lost
because
me right there.
yeah. I know it was, but it was just like for me, that was like my first, like, somebody believed in me and gave me that chance. Cause at 14, like, that's kind of crazy.
Yeah.
So, and then from there, I got into drama. I started doing like theater work and then started doing film work. And every single time, like, I don't know, just having that opportunity to be a different person and give a story life, like, it just gives me life in a sense. It's like, I don't know. It's kind of like music.
Right just shining. You just shining.
Yeah.
So what advice would you give an aspiring artist who are starting out in the music industry?
Believe in yourself. Like, if nobody else, just believe in yourself. There were so many people, and to this day, who say no. No, you never gonna do it. No, you can't. No, for whatever reason they have. And then all it takes is that one yes.
I was just finna say that my mom always says, every no, you always gonna get a yes at the end.
Exactly.
So for every no, that's just you starting up. That's you warm up season.
Exactly.
And your yes is your takeoff.
That's when you
know?
Exactly. And that's how I've always looked at it, is just believe in yourself. And yeah, because at the end of the day, like, especially with artists, like, there's a market for everybody. And like I was saying with social media, like, you can reach your audience no matter what. So it
don't matter if they're not commenting, not liking.
You know what I'm saying?
It's reaching thousands of people, So what is your goal for the end of this year going into next year?
End of this year, more music, more videos, and then really just, like, I'm really trying to cultivate my fan base right now. I really am trying to, like, hone everybody in and, like, just get a good, solid foundation. So next year, when I'm dropping, it's like we can really take this and push it. I have a good fan base right now, and I love y'all Fly Gang. But I definitely want to keep on growing it and keep expanding it, because right now my main base is in Oklahoma. I have some people, in different places as well, but it's mainly in Oklahoma. So I really want to keep expanding, hopefully through the end of this year, at least through the region. And then next year, we take it over.
I know that's right. So what big and like what fashion places that you want to model for, like clothing wise?
Ooh, clothing. Oh my God. I'm here for anybody. First off, like, cause that's a passion of mine. Like, so it's like, man, you tell me, I don't know.
I feel like you should get into like New York runway.
Yes, I would love to do. Yes,
get into that, because why I say that is because it's so many people like in the crowd.
Yes,
that can just snatch you up right then and hey, I'm interested. So I think you should do fashion week. At least visit it and see how it is.
Yeah,
and then get into it.
I might definitely have to do that. It's been on my list for a while, so I might have to just go ahead and book the ticket and
make
just
it
go.
Happen.
Yes,
make it happen.
All right. Thank you.
You're welcome.